Hey everyone, if you're looking to upgrade your living room with a TV that actually makes movies and shows look like they're happening right in front of you, you're in the right place. I've been testing the LG OLED77C5P 77-inch TV for the past few weeks, and I want to show you whether it's worth the investment. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the size is massive. At 77 inches, this thing is a showstopper. It's perfect if you have a big living room or even a dedicated home theater space. The screen is so large that when you're watching something like a nature documentary or a big-budget movie, it feels immersive without being overwhelming. The colors are next level too. Because it's an OLED, each pixel lights up individually, so blacks are truly black and colors pop like you wouldn't believe. I watched a few scenes from Dune on this, and the contrast between the dark desert and the glowing oranges was stunning. It's the kind of detail that makes you forget you're even watching a screen. Now, the processing power here is impressive. LG's Alpha 9 AI processor Gen 8 handles upscaling in motion really well. I compared it to some older OLEDs I've used, and this one just feels smoother. Fast-paced scenes, like in Top Gun, Maverick, don't have that annoying blur or stutter. The AI also helps with brightness, which brings me to the next point. This TV is labeled Bright Room Ready, and it lives up to the name. Even in a well-lit room, the screen doesn't wash out. I tested it during the day with the blinds open, and it still looked vibrant. That's a game changer if you can't control the lighting in your space. Smart features are another big part of this TV, and LG's WebOS is one of the best out there. It's fast, intuitive, and has all the major apps like Netflix, Disney+, and YouTube. I also like that it supports both Google Assistant and Alexa, so you can control it with voice commands. The remote is sleek and has a built-in mic for voice search, which is super convenient. One thing I noticed is that the TV automatically adjusts settings based on what you're watching. If you're gaming, it switches to Game Optimizer mode, which reduces input lag. If you're watching a movie, it dims the lights and enhances the contrast. It's like having a personal cinema assistant. Gaming is another area where this TV shines. It supports 4K at 120 Hz, which is great for newer consoles like the PS5 or Xbox Series X. I played Cyberpunk 2077 on it, and the clarity and smoothness were amazing. The HDMI 2.1 ports also mean you can take full advantage of features like VRR and ALLM, which reduce screen tearing and input lag. If you're a gamer, this TV is a solid choice. Now, let's talk about the sound. I know a lot of people rely on soundbars or home theater systems, but this TV's built-in speakers are surprisingly good for their size. They're not going to replace a full 5.1 setup, but for everyday watching, they're clear and punchy. Dialogue is easy to understand, and the bass is decent for a TV of this size. If you're not planning to add external speakers, you won't be disappointed. There are a couple of things to keep in mind, though. First, OLEDs can be prone to burn-in if you leave static images on the screen for too long. That's something to be aware of if you're planning to use it for news tickers or video game HUDs. LG has features to prevent burn-in, like pixel refresh and logo luminance adjustment, but it's still a risk if you're not careful. Second, while the TV is bright for an OLED, it's not as bright as some high-end QLED TVs. If you have a room with lots of windows and tons of sunlight, you might need to adjust your expectations or add some blackout curtains. Overall, the LG OLED77C5P is a fantastic TV if you want a big, beautiful, and smart display that handles everything from movies to gaming with ease. The picture quality is top-notch, the smart features are user-friendly, and the brightness is impressive for an OLED. The only real downsides are the burn-in risk and the fact that it's not as bright as some CLEDs in direct sunlight. If you're ready to take the plunge, you can find the LG OLED77C5P on Amazon. Check the link below and let me know in the comments what you think. Would you go for an OLED or stick with something else? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.